Alright, let's be real for a second. For the longest time, buying the budget iPhone felt a little bit like buying the generic brand of cereal. You know, it's technically the same thing, but it looks a little off, it tastes a little bland, and you're mostly just doing it to save a few bucks. You felt comprised. But if the rumors about next month are true, that era is officially dead. We're looking at the iPhone 17e, and frankly, it looks like it's going to absolutely murder the Android mid-range market. We aren't just talking about a spec bump here. We're talking about 5 massive upgrades that take this phone from the cheap one to the smart one. If you've been holding on to that cracked iPhone 11, or you're an Android user tired of your phone lagging after 6 months, you need to hear this. Let's dive in. Before we get to the shiny new stuff, we have to look at the scoreboard, because it is hilarious. Counterpoint Research just dropped their Q3 tracker, and it paints a wild picture. Remember the iPhone 16e, the one the internet screamed about? Everyone on Twitter, sorry X, said, it's a ripoff. It's overpriced. 60 Hz is a crime. Well, apparently, the internet isn't real life, because that phone just became the best-selling smartphone under $600 in the world. It overtook every single budget Android. Samsung, Xiaomi, Pixel, they're all eating Apple's dust. And that's with the current model having some serious flaws. So imagine what happens when Apple actually fixes those flaws next month. It's not going to be a competition anymore. It's going to be a slaughter. Here is exactly how they're going to do it. The biggest problem with the budget iPhone right now is that it looks like it's wearing hand-me-down clothes from 2017. That giant notch at the top of the screen? It's iconic, sure, but in a bad haircut kind of way. According to a fresh leak from the LEC, the notch is gone. Dead. Kaput. The iPhone 17e is finally adopting the dynamic island. Now, you might think, who cares? It's just a pill shape, but it matters. In the world of smartphones, the dynamic island is the universal signal for I have a modern iPhone. It changes the entire vibe of the device. When you put this next to a budget Android, the Android just looks generic. The dynamic island gives the phone personality. It makes the interface feel alive. It's the single best thing Apple has done to differentiate their phones in years, and bringing it to the entry-level model is a genius move. It stops feeling like a budget phone and starts feeling like a flagship that just happens to be cheaper. But the notch wasn't the only ugly duckling feature. We have to talk about the bezels. The current 16e has bezels so thick you could land a plane on them. It reminds me of the iPhone XR, just bulky black borders that scream cheap. Upgrade number 2 is a massive diet for those borders. We're hearing strong rumors that the bezels are getting slimmed down significantly. This brings the display experience way closer to the Pro models. It's more immersive, it looks premium, and it doesn't feel like you're looking at the screen through a window frame. But here is where it gets really interesting. And this is upgrade number 3. Because the screen size, the actual OLED panel, isn't changing, thinning the bezels means the physical phone gets smaller. This is the mini comeback we've been waiting for. The iPhone mini sales were terrible because the battery life was bad and the screen felt cramped for some. But the 17e, this is the Goldilocks zone. It's going to be more compact than the standard iPhone, making it the perfect pocketable phone, but without sacrificing screen real estate. For everyone who hates carrying a surfboard in their pocket, this is huge. It's a compact design, immersive display, premium look. This is going to grab all those people who have been holding onto their iPhone 12 minis for dear life. Now let's talk cameras. Usually, on a budget phone, the selfie camera is an afterthought. It's a potato lens they threw in just so you can unlock the phone. Not this time. A leak from Jeff Hu, who has a pretty solid track record, says the 17e is stealing tech from its bigger brothers. We're looking at an 18-megapixel sensor with center stage support. And get this, it's rumored to have that new square sensor architecture. Why does that matter? Landscape video. We live in a TikTok and YouTube Shorts world. Having a high-quality front camera that can shoot incredible landscape video, or switch to wide angle to fit all your friends in a shot without distorting their faces. That is a killer feature for younger buyers. Even Android users are going to be jealous of this. While they're stuck with weird skin-smoothing filters that make them look like wax figures, the 17E is going to be pumping out crisp, vlogger-level footage. Quick side note, the back camera is staying at a single 48MP lens. But honestly, who cares? That 48MP shooter is already fantastic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And finally, the fifth upgrade, the brain. If you buy a budget Samsung A series, you know what you're getting? You're getting a chip that was okay 2 years ago. It's fine for texting, but open a heavy game or try to edit a video and the phone starts sweating. Apple doesn't play that game. The 17E is rumored to get the A19 chip, not the A18, the A19. The same generation silicon as the flagship phones launching later that year. Okay, sure, maybe it's missing one GPU core compared to the Pro model. But that's like saying your Ferrari only goes 200 miles per hour instead of 210. It doesn't matter. This means full support for all the AI features, neural accelerators, and years upon years of software updates. This phone will likely be faster in 2029 than most Android flagships are today. That is the longevity that justifies the purchase. So, you've got a modern design, the dynamic island, a compact chassis, a killer selfie cam, and a supercomputer chip. This thing must cost $800, right? Nope. All signs point to Apple keeping that $599 starting price. Because Apple is moving production to India and optimizing their supply chain, they can keep the MSRP low. And $599 is a dangerous price point for the competition. It bypasses a lot of those tariff thresholds in international markets, making it accessible to millions more people. When can you get it? Soon. Like really soon. Leaks suggest an event or a press release drop between January and March 2026. It has to come out before the spring cycle, where we expect the new iPads and MacBooks. So, if you're thinking about buying a phone right now, stop. Put the wallet away. Wait 4 to 8 weeks. The iPhone 17 isn't just a budget phone. It's a trap for Android users. It's Apple saying, here is everything you want for a price you can actually afford. And honestly, I think I might pick one up just for that compact size. But what about you? Is the dynamic island and the A19 chip enough to make you switch from Android? Or is 60 Hz still a deal breaker for you? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this. Don't forget to hit that sub button if you want to stay updated on the official release date. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next.